Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I want to bring everybody a special Thanksgiving breakdown of the Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Happy holidays and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. And we're going to get right into this without any further ado. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Coming to this football game, the Detroit Lions are surging. Look at the past couple of games for the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford and company have been playing on fire. You don't notice as much the loss of Megatron because they've added a lot of weapons in Detroit. And it's little subtle things. The big thing you're noticing, Detroit Lions cannot really run the football. That's the major concern overall for the rest of the season. But you look at Minnesota. Minnesota bounced back last week, and you're looking overall at them being able to play a little bit better, them being able to possibly get Adrian Peterson back, them having Sam Bradford. I mean, he makes accurate throws, but he doesn't always make the right decisions. He cannot go deep all the time. You look at the limited mobility as far as his legs. So in this matchup, the key component to whoever wins this football game is going to be defense. You got to look at the Minnesota Vikings with that front four. They can rush almost just four people, and their secondary to start the season was shut down, locked down. Now it's kind of iffy if they shut down or lock down the wide receivers. You look at Detroit and having a pretty good wide receiver tree, and you ask yourself, is Detroit strong enough to outlast Minnesota for 4 quarters? The answer is yes. You got to look at this. They're using the run game as almost like the New England Patriots do with those little dink and dunk plays. And they don't have to necessarily be bombs down the field, even though we know Matthew Stafford can make the big throws down the field. They don't go down the field every single play. So they're using a little bit of the New England Patriot blueprint where you can have a couple of screens. You can have a couple of running backs in the backfield to where you can't just rush 5 or 6 guys, because you got to keep in mind those running backs can block a little bit, then kick around and catch passes. So when it comes down to it, the quarterback play, I think the Lions have the big significant advantage when it comes there. They're going to be in Detroit. It's going to be a big, big event. And I think that energy, that passion, that things that those guys are doing there is going to give them a little extra edge in the home field advantage. I think that when you break it down, the Minnesota Vikings are a pretty good football team, so are the Detroit Lions, but I think that the Detroit Lions are going to have an extra bit of edge being at home in this annual Thanksgiving tradition, and I think the Lions are going to win. I think their defense is going to step up and make big plays. I think that when it comes down to it, Matthew Stafford, it's going to come down to almost the last series, but Matthew Stafford is going to keep the Lions out of trouble as far as interceptions and turnovers, and he's going to get the job done. All you Lions fans, all you Vikings fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out Just My Picks for all the breaking news and all the hottest updates in sports. Thank you so very much to you and your family. Happy Thanksgiving. Go out there and have some fun and be safe, people. We'll see you next week.